Welcome back. Now that you know how the IELTS writing section is scored, we can focus on the most common mistakes that students make in each criterion. Avoiding these errors will help you gain those extra points that can make all the difference in your final score. Let's begin with task achievement for task 1 and task response for task 2. In task 1, a frequent error is not covering all the necessary information. For instance, if you are describing a bar chart that shows changes in population across different cities over 40 years, you need to highlight the most significant trends rather than just listing all the data points. Focus on the key changes, such as which city had the most significant increase and which saw a decline. Another common mistake is not accurately describing the data. For example, if the chart shows population increase from 1 million to 2 million, make sure you describe it correctly as doubling rather than just increasing. In task 2, the error often lies in not fully addressing the prompt. For example, if the essay question asks you to discuss both the advantages and disadvantages of a situation, you must ensure that your essay gives equal attention to both sides. Many students lose marks by only focusing on one aspect or not exploring their arguments in enough depth. A strong response will not only discuss both sides but also include clear examples to support your points. Next, we'll cover coherence and cohesion. These terms refer to how logically your ideas are organized and how well they flow from one to another. A common mistake here is poor paragraphing. For example, cramming too many ideas into one paragraph can confuse the reader. Each paragraph should focus on one main point, starting with a clear topic sentence. Let's say you are writing about the advantages of online education. Your first paragraph might focus on flexibility with a topic sentence like, one significant advantage of online education is the flexibility it offers students. You would then elaborate on this point, providing examples like the ability to study at one's own pace or balance work and study. Another error is a lack of clear transitions between paragraphs. Your essay should flow smoothly from one idea to the next. For instance, when moving from discussing advantages to disadvantages, you might use a transitional phrase like, on the other hand, or however, there are also significant drawbacks. This helps guide the reader through your essay and makes your argument more cohesive. Now let's talk about lexical resource, which refers to your range of vocabulary. A common mistake is overusing simple words or repeating the same words too often. For example, instead of using important multiple times, try varying your language with synonyms like crucial, vital, significant. However, it's essential to choose the right word for the context. Misusing a word can confuse the reader and lower your score. For instance, the word utilize is often misused where simply use would be more appropriate. Also, be careful with idiomatic expressions. While they can showcase your language skills, they must be used accurately and appropriately. Finally, let's address the grammatical range and accuracy. This is where many students struggle, especially with complex sentence structures. One common mistake is incorrect verb tenses. For instance, if you're describing a process, make sure you use the correct tense throughout. Saying the water is heated and then it's boiling is incorrect because it mixes present simple with present continuous, which is incorrect. Instead, it should be either the water is heated and then it boils, or the water is heated and then it starts boiling. Another frequent error is subject verb agreement, such as saying the group of students are here instead of the group of students is here, since group is singular noun. Pay attention to these details because even minor grammatical mistakes can impact your overall score. Avoiding these common errors is a surefire way to improve your IELTS writing score. Make sure to practice identifying and correcting these issues in your own writing. In the next lecture, we'll focus on refining your vocabulary and grammar even further with tips that will help you write more confidently and accurately. See you there!